Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today for modern dating here.
I hope you guys are happy you canceled catcalling, okay? I just walked past a group of construction workers and they didn't even look at me.
Who's gonna tell her?
Good. That's a win. Yay. You know, some of us actually need it. Not me, though. I'm fine.
You sure you don't need it, girl? You seem like you can use the confidence boost.
But some of us just might need the boost.
I work in construction, and we have a team meeting this morning. I'll let all my guys know to knock off the catcalling, so sorry. I never smile anymore because no one tells me to. Nothing ruins my day like walking past a group of construction workers or guys on a stoop and no one even tells me to smile. God forbid a lady need a little confidence boost. Good job, ladies, we did it. I miss the good old days of all the hoot and hollerin'.
Do you really?
The reality is that this source of confidence boost is slowly disappearing, and now they will have to find something else to replace it. The
I don't think there is anything to replace it.
ironic part about this video was the intensity
Oh, I guess Instagram likes and stuff.
of the mixed message. On one hand, she claimed it was a win, but on the other, her facial expression clearly showed that she missed those old times. What made it more interesting was when she mentioned that some women needed that confidence boost, but insisted she wasn't one of them, even though her face said otherwise.
Literally, her face does say otherwise.
The truth is that most guys are stepping back, and now it's up to women to start making the first move. This is the direction things are currently heading, and at this point, there isn't much that can be done to change it, and I guess that was the intended outcome. At least it was what some seemed to ask for. This is also why more women have started making the first move. They've realized that guys are no longer initiating, so they've taken matters into their own hands and are now approaching instead. The simping era is gradually fading. Men are no longer willing to give out free attention and validation.
It's slowly fading, but it's still quite alive.
Also, let's not forget that this very dynamic is how some guys became viral on social media in the first place, which is something most would rather avoid.
I gotta finally get the meat done.
Whoa, AJ, come on. Remember what I said? We just friends, all right? Homies,
When you regret putting him in the friend zone.
pals, buddies. Don't do all that weird stuff tonight, all right? It's my friend's kickback. I'm inviting you. Just relax on me. This is my homeboy AJ. Just my friend. Okay. What we drinking? We got shots.
We got that done, but wait, this is still friends.
Yeah. This is friends.
You want a shot?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink, but
I got you.
My man.
What's the third game?
GTA.
Stop.
Same game.
Same game.
I
have been waiting.
Me too. Yeah, we talk about GT Grand Theft Auto. I love that game.
I love this
Stop
game.
with him.
Hold on, love. You got something over here. Come on. I got you. Let's get there.
Oh, fuck.
Just start springing stuff at her.
Hey, let me get that.
Thank you so much.
Best friend ever.
This is such a waste of a night.
How is it a waste of time? I had a blast. I'm actually happy you introduced me to your friends.
It was too much going on.
What was so much going on?
That girl that was all up in your face, like,
I love her.
you love her. You just met her.
Well, that's how easily we fall in love. She was nice to him.
I don't care.
What are you doing? Getting so close to someone you just met. Like, you just believe anything anybody tell you. You're gonna get your heart broken one day.
And you're a hater.
Play
True.
stupid games, win stupid prices. When she sprinkled that paper in her hair. I know this is a skit, but this actually happens for real.
Well, this happens actually quite a bit, especially amongst, like, the baddies.
If you call us just friends, don't be mad. It happens all the time. Guys stuck in the friend zone are practically invisible until they start redirecting their attention to someone else. That's when the jealousy and other emotions begin to surface. What makes it even more interesting is that some of them expect these guys to remain in that spot indefinitely, without acknowledging that they also have lives to live.
Well, I mean, tell the truth, modern dating, there's a lot of men that do stay in that spot pretty permanently, right?
I know some of you have experienced a similar situation. When it reaches this stage, it usually means her interest level has peaked. At that point, she is ready to date him. It's also a clear sign that moving on, or at least showing interest in another woman, can be an effective strategy for getting out of the friend zone.
I mean, we always tell you guys the most powerful thing you can do in this situation is just walk away. When you walk away, it shows you value yourself. And it actually signals to them you have value.
So, if you're currently in that position and want to be seen, the key is simple. All you have to do is redirect your attention to another woman.
Hey baby, if you say you're gonna help a woman, don't be a break it down to me type of dude. Be a how much you need type of dude. Why you need me to explain everything to you? If you say you're gonna do it, just ask how much. If I say jump, ask how high, damn it.
No, because it's my money, my choice.
Not what for.
I bet she don't give off the same
Broke, dusty, musty, crusty
energy when it comes to her. Not giving you a dime. 'Cause you looking for a simp? I need to know why you broke. She completely misunderstood the situation. Unless he's a simp trying to use his money to gain her attention, he is going to want to know more before handing over cash. No smart man who has worked hard for his money will just give it away without knowing the purpose of it. What she failed to understand is that when a man reaches a point where he can offer financial support, it's because he's made smart decisions along the way. That also means he's not going to forget about his principles just because he's interested in someone.
As you shouldn't, right? Just because you start making good money, just because you start doing all these things, still be frugal. Live a below your means life.
His mindset and discipline are what got him to that level in the first place, and he's not about to compromise them just because someone has caught his attention. If she's looking for that kind of treatment, she'll have to find a simp, because a man who knows his worth won't play by those rules. When the guy you rejected started moving on. So basically, she rejected a guy and then found out that he was seeing someone else. Now she is no longer getting the attention she is used to, and that's not an easy thing to deal with. Especially for those who need that validation to feed their ego. I don't like him, but I like the attention. True, he actually became my crush after I rejected him. You just want attention, you don't want my heart.
Nope.
It's our toxic side, but it does hurt seeing them move on and not try again with us. They give up too easy. It's disappointing.
Give up too easy. Oh, right.
I can't let him and his attention walk away from my life. In most of these situations, it's not the guy they miss. It's the attention they used to receive. That's
And the resources. Don't forget about the resources.
what they truly crave. The idea of another woman becoming the center of his attention is a reality they don't want to face. They know once he starts seeing someone else, their spot in his life disappears, and they can no longer call him out of the blue to vent about Chad. Sometimes they even begin to develop true feelings. Under those circumstances, many end up regretting not giving him a chance when they had the opportunity to do so.
Do you guys remember this chick?
If you live with your boyfriend and you pay half the rent, do not come onto this app and tell us the qualities that we need to look for in a good man, because you are not dating a man, you are dating your roommate. You are dating a feminine boy in his sprinkle era. You have lost, and you already know I'm a serial rich man dater. I don't date brokies.
So it's been about almost a year since I made a video on this girl, so I had to see this serial rich man dater. I had to see some updates on her.
I just got back from Wonderland, aka Costco. I'm a single girl living in Chicago. I don't have a car, and I still buy most of my essentials from Costco.
So you're a broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
Oh wow, you wouldn't say this girl who's a serial rich man dater, she's still single and doesn't have a car and needs to shop at Costco to save money? Wow, this girl seems like she's got options. But don't worry, she still has the exact same morals that she did 1 year ago, despite the fact that it is clearly not working for her.
Good morning. I just came on here to say there's no amount of gaslighting, bullying, anything that will ever make me think that it's okay to be 50-50 with a man, or for a man and a woman to be in a relationship with a man that makes less money. I'm sorry. There's like, it has always been the case.
Considering you don't even have a car, girl. I mean, you don't live in like New York or something where cars aren't needed.
Men are providers. I don't understand the argument that that's like a traditional view. Like, women have rights now, and so now men don't have to be providers like they have been for centuries. So what's the point of a man?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. You wanted rights. The rights was to be able to take care of yourself. Have at it.
What do I get out of it?
Justice, I don't know what's sadder, the fact that you really don't understand this argument or the fact that you took a GLP-1 and this was you after taking the GLP-1, but let's get into your argument. I don't understand what is hard to get through your thick skull, but the reason why men were providers for centuries is because women could not work. I have used this example 1,000 times before, but let's use it again. Let's pretend we lived in a world where everybody said women are not allowed to drive, but because they can't drive, we are going to give them free bicycles. So then every girl got a free bicycle. And then one day, some lucky woman changed the rules, and now every woman is allowed to drive. And because of that, now women don't get free bicycles anymore. And then you have a bunch of women saying, well, I want my free bicycle still, even though I'm also allowed to drive. And I know it's a shocker because I'm sure most
This is actually a very great example.
people don't enjoy spending time with you, but the benefit you would get out of being in a marriage, besides the fact that the man would make you not pay for stuff, is hopefully, you'd enjoy spending time with him. He would, add value to your life. I know that's hard for you to picture because you've never had that before.
Serial rich man dater, meaning she continuously fails at it. Anyone who dates for money will never find true connection.
Are providers. I don't understand the argument that that's like a traditional view. Like, women have rights now, and so now men don't have to be providers like they have been for centuries. So what's the what's the plan of marriage? What do I get out of it?
What do women's rights have to do with the fact that her dating strategy isn't working? Instead of facing reality and accepting that what she's doing isn't leading to the results she wants, she chooses
Girl, your face card is gonna decline with a rich man.
to ignore it and continues trying to convince others that everything is fine. For someone who claims to only date rich men, things aren't looking great.
I mean, being a serial dater of rich men just literally says, translation, I just got ran through by a lot of rich men and none of them ever committed to me.
It's reached the point where she has to be mindful of where she shops because she's on a budget. Something she likely wouldn't be dealing with if she had been more realistic about her dating choices. She disqualifies men who aren't wealthy, yet she can't afford to drive. What makes it funny is that this is about someone with limited financial resources who somehow believes that men in the same position aren't an option.
I say this all the time. It's always the broke, dusty, musty, crusty ones that have the highest requirements for income and money, right? Because they're so broke. They've never seen that kind of money and they just think, oh, because they wish it, they're gonna get it. Right, because your attitude, your face, your figure doesn't matter at all, right? Because you're a woman? Get out. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys next time.